Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about 5 attacking principles. Most of these principles we have already covered, but once again, this will be a nice refresher. Okay, first, we're going to start with penetration. And basically, what we're trying to do is get the ball past or behind the defenders. So it's going to be not all the time going to be a ball played to the feet, but maybe a ball played into open space where a player can run onto it. Just like that. As you can see, the ball is behind the defense, and the outside winger is running onto the ball played into space. Okay, that is one of the attacking principles. And we'll show you a slide of the same thing, but just on the other side. Okay, and you can see it's just a nice and easy pass played into the open space where the outside left winger can run onto it. Okay, that is a nice and easy penetrating pass behind the defense. Okay, and it really doesn't matter where the ball's at on the field. Okay, we're just trying to get that ball played into open space behind the defender where we can get a nice penetrating pass and have the player run on to the ball. Okay, on to our next principle, which is support and depth. Okay, and as you can see in this slide, the right outside winger is coming down the channel attacking, and as you can see, the attacking half of our team is well high, and the defensive half of the team is far behind. Okay, and what we want to do is we want to try and one, have some support, and we've worked on this supportive pass, and we want depth, and what that means is we want to get numbers forward. We want to get more players into that box. Okay, and one of the ways that we've been working on is by using a supportive pass. Okay, so that's where defenders are going to need to get forward and help support the attacking half of our team and switch from a defensive player to an attacking player. Okay, and same thing on the other side. We want to get those outside defensive players. We want to get them the ball so that we can help with support and we can help create depth, getting numbers forward. Okay, and as you can see here, if the number 3 has the ball and he's attacking, those 2 right defenders on the other team are well outnumbered. So there's a significant advantage of support and depth. We were going to be working on support and depth repetitiously because this is the bread and butter of really learning how to get a good attack going. Okay, so moving on to our next principle, we're going to talk about mobility. Mobility is the way a player is able to move around on the field. Not necessarily do you have to stay covered and marked with your player. If we have the ball, actually, we want to switch from covering the player to getting open. Okay, so that mobility is going to be key when we're attacking, because we need to transition in a split second from covering defensively to getting open, and then a split second later maybe transition from attacking back to defensive. Okay, but for here we're gonna look at these slides for mobility, and you should see the left attacking winger has the ball. He's got the option of a few passes. Okay, but after he makes the pass, he's gonna move, and the rest of his team is gonna move with him, and they're all using mobility at the same time, keeping shape and balance. So making movements that make sense, not moving in directions where it just doesn't make any sense to make those type of movements. Okay, so super simple. The attacking left forward basically did a pass, follow your pass to the number 9. The defensive left defender made an overlapping run as the number 11 cut inside, and the attacking midfielder, the number 8, slid over. So as you can see, everybody is still in a relatively good shape and balance, but we had a tremendous shift in mobility. Okay, so we're going to look at that on the other side. And as you can see, we have the 2 making an overlapping run, 7 making a pass, follow your pass, and a 10 sliding over to cover for the number 2 as he's running up the field. Okay. Just like that. And these movements basically make sure that we are able to maintain good shape and balance while staying very mobile. Okay. And for our next principle, we're going to talk about width. Width is the ability to attack on a large front. So as you can see, the number 11 and the number 7, our wingers, are all the way stretched out on the field. Our front of our attack is stretched out very wide. This is key when we're trying to stretch the defense out. Okay, as we talked about in our defensive principles, one of them is staying compact, and that way you're cutting off angles. In this case, by stretching out, we're stretching the defense out, thus creating more space and more angles for us to complete passes. Okay, just like that. Just keeping the ball nice and wide. Okay, and then for our last principle is basically creativity. Being able to use everything that we've learned and making plays that just makes sense. Okay, no matter where the ball is on the field. Okay, are you capable of executing the basic and then figuring out new ways of attack and using your creativity? Okay, and that's going to wrap it up for our defensive principles. Thank you very much.